We'll move on to Columbia River Revelstoke.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Wild Play Element Parks typically employs around 270 people. Over a 72-hour period, they were reduced to 5 people. And even today, this business can only operate with a skeleton team of staff. Tom Benson, the co-founder of Wild Play, as well as countless other struggling tourism businesses, are asking this question, and I quote, "Are we going to make it through the storm?" End quote. So to the tourism minister, why are business owners like Tom having to wait so long for the government to provide the much needed support?
Minister, Tourism, Arts and Culture. Minister, Tourism, Arts and Culture, we seem to have a technical glitch.
Sorry, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And so our government does have a plan. We have our provincially coordinated approach to recovery, our $1.5 billion recovery plan that is going to support economic resilience, business recovery. It's going to help people whose livelihoods have been impacted by the pandemic. So I'm going to continue working closely with industry leaders as we work towards recovery. We're going to continue taking actions and listening and addressing their needs, whether it be addressing the $10 million in community destination marketing that the sector was asking for, accelerating disbursements to resort municipalities, whether it be providing wholesale liquor pricing or increased access to patio spaces. We are listening to the sector, and we're going to continue to work closely with them and put their input into our provincially coordinated economic recovery plan. And I'll continue to advocate for the tourism sector as a part of that. Thank you.
Member Columbia River Revelstoke.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'm sure Tom is going to find a lot of comfort in those words. And I quote, "The only way we can prevent generations of lost economic activity, jobs, and tax revenues is by acting decisively now," end quote. Those are the words of Vivek Sharma, chairman of the Tourism Industry Association of British Columbia. Tourism operators across this province are desperate, and they are sick and tired of this minister's shallow talk and abysmal leadership. They are demanding action. To the minister, how many more businesses have to permanently close before she does something to help them?
Minister, Tourism, Arts and Culture. Minister, you're muted.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. And to the member, as I have said, our government has put plans in place. We put in a plan in place that addressed the healthcare crisis, a plan that flattened the curve. Without that, we wouldn't have a safe restart plan that we have in our province, and we wouldn't have the ability to go support those local tourism operators. Everything we are doing in this pandemic is working closely with the tourism sector. We've been able to provide a number of supports to date. We know there is more work to do, and that's why we're working very closely with the sector as part of our $1.5 billion economic recovery plan. We're getting that input from the sector as well as the public, and we'll continue working together with them towards recovery. Thank you.